on, and a lot of people out there should work on, is your Facebook authority. This is huge. What I mean by Facebook authority is where you're branding, where people know who you are, they get to know how, and you know, to build a big brand. Because once people know from you, people buy from those that they like, and especially if you serve the people. And that's one thing I want to explain to you is that the process of really and the gift of serving is helping enough people get what they want will help you get what you want. And that's really a number one golden nugget that I do believe. Right, Christy?
Yes, and you know what, James? Do you see this? You see
Yes.
that? That's what I see every morning. Before I get up, I look on my cell phone, there's Facebook, and guess who I see? Barb Ling. Barb Ling
Wow.
is all over Facebook, and I'm thinking, what is she up to? What is she talking about? And so I go check out her site, and then she has her little perking up, you know, profits, her little coffee site on there, and I'm thinking, I'm curious, wonder what she's up to. I'm telling you, this woman is a genius when it comes to Facebook marketing.
You're definitely right. I would say she is the authority on Facebook, and I truly believe that. The reason is because early in the morning, sometimes I'm at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not kidding you. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I see that right on the side, I see where Barb actually put something on, like, for example, good morning, everybody, or something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow, she's up at the same time as I am, at 3 o'clock. And Barb knows what I'm talking about. And then I put like, but you know what? It
Yeah.
kind of gets you really knowing who she is and branding her, which is
Mhm.
very important, because if you learn how to brand, you can make a lot of money. And I'm telling you, it is very important to brand, because if you don't, you're going to be obscure. And then when you put out something, maybe a product, or you're actually promoting something, they're like, who's he? You know what? But everybody knows Barb Ling, and everything that Barb Ling puts out is fantastic. Because she knows how to promote, and she knows how to cross-promote, and she knows branding on Facebook and making herself an authority.
No, it's true, James. You know, she has this cute little theme about coffee. And, you know, she'll say something like, I'm going to go get me another cup. And then she talks about her kids. And she talks about her life. And, you know, the first marketers that I ever followed and bought products from were people who shared their life with me. You know, like Travis Sago, Simple Spence, people that I thought they knew who I was and they cared about me. And that is the genius of what Barb has learned to do. And she's done it. She used to have a website and she switched to Facebook, and now she's like a Facebook madwoman. I mean, she is everywhere on Facebook. I mean, how does she do it?
Yes, I tell you. I mean, she is probably one of the top people, I believe. And let's put it this way. The reason I thought in the beginning that she was top, and which she really is because she was everywhere. Okay? And she knows how to promote anything out there. I mean, Barb Ling is like synonymous with internet marketing, because she's did a great job of being an authority on Facebook. But what I wanted to say that is because she has an opportunity for everybody to learn how she became an authority on Facebook. And she just put something out which I'm so excited to bring to everybody, because this can actually take your Facebook advertising to the next level. And I'm telling you, it's just that, even what Christy said, you have to be an authority of something. Facebook is probably one of the biggest platforms and the easiest ways to get there.
And you know, James, you remember the last time we talked to Barbara? We asked her how much she was making. And, you know, she said on a slow month, she'll make $7,000 just doing nothing. You remember that?
You know what? I've actually heard Barb, and you know what? Maybe I might be wrong, and Barb will correct me, but I heard somewhere in the grapevine that she was making $25,000 a month promoting.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know if you heard that, but I heard it.
I did hear that.
And I might be wrong, but you know what? I hate to say that, but you know what? I kind of remember. I say, you know, maybe I'm getting Alzheimer's, so I don't remember right. But I heard. But I'm glad that Christy said that.
No, the low end was 7, and then it was in the double-digit thousands that she's made. And I said, Barbara, what? Remember we said, Barb, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she said, Facebook. And so she came out with a guide and a course. And are you going to show it to us, James?
Yeah, I have to show you guys. Really, guys, I just want to step it up and tell you really what she has. And I'll tell you, I want you to check it out. It's going to just take a second, okay? Guys, it's real important, okay? First of all, she talks about adding niches, pages to custom Facebook list, okay? She's basically teaching you how to advertise on Facebook and to become an authority on it. Also, she teaches you how to track niches and Google News, niche rolling out and niche reported, okay? And you got to get into this to find out what this really is, because I can tell you that's a secret golden nugget. Create Facebook folder in a Feedly and add this. You know what? That's another golden nugget. If you want to find out more, you got to get and find this out, because this is how she became an authority on Facebook. She's opening the doors to actually show you how she's have done this. I mean, she is a major authority of Facebook. She's a major, I mean, she won't say this, but I feel like she's a guru. She shows you Nanocast, ClickBank, JVZoo, and W+. She also shows you how to build your Facebook social authority. Now, that's really important, because once you're building yourself out there, and then when you start maybe advertising or promoting something, you'll say, oh, geez, that's something from Barb Ling, or maybe me, where I actually promoted my authority on Facebook. Oh, that's something from James Knight. Let me check that out, instead of something from Sam Winnigan. Who the heck is Sam Winnigan? But you know what? You know Barb Ling. Zero in on coming developments. Write one problem, one solution report. Now, this is huge. And if this is the recipe of making a successful product, is you find, and she's going to show you how to do it, where that you find a problem and you find a solution, and she's going to explain that there. That's a secret recipe that very few people know. First of all, what they do is they try to write a bunch of problems and solve a bunch of problems. She's going to explain why this is a huge golden nugget. This right here is worth it for just the whole thing, really. If you just figure out your whole business, I promise you that. Design a sales copy. Let me tell you, if you know how to design a sales copy, you know what? That's the first thing that they see before they get your course. So you have to properly know how to do that. Now, design a Facebook ad. Now, this is very important to everybody, because you have to know how to advertise and design a Facebook ad so that you'll capture as many eyeballs as possible. I mean, the more eyeballs you get to that, the more money you will make. Promote a product, the instant development happens. You know what? That's huge, really. And she's showing you a lot of methods. Right here, there's 10 steps, 10 methods that she's going to teach you. And you know what? You got to get inside here, because I'm telling you, it's jammed-packed, really, with a lot of information. And I'm going to tell you, I love all Barb Ling's products. You know why? Because she's the real deal. She is not somebody that I said, oh, geez, I just wanted to actually put out a product this morning, and let me actually show you something and actually just make up something. No, she really does this. Am I right, Christy?
Yeah, you know, I've been following Barb for a long time, and I bought her products because, you know, Barb is a brand in and of itself. She has branded herself. So when you say Barb Ling, I mean, people online say, oh, yeah, I recognize Barb, because her standard is so high, and she works so hard. And, you know, I always wondered if I could just get her to sit down and make notes and tell me how she does that, you know, the news feed and all. That's exactly what she did here. She sat down and she did a guide of everything she uses, all the resources where you can find it. It's very detailed. I'm very impressed. And I just say thank you, Barb, for sharing all those secrets with us, because it took her hours and hours to put that kind of resource together.
Christy's right, but it wasn't just hours. These are years and years.
Years.
But she put it in hours and hours to put it together. But these are years of information that she built. It's like, for example, let me give you an example. She probably walked into a lot of walls. She found out, okay, that's not a way to go through. And then she, you know, it's like a maze. And if you figure it, if you had to go through a cornfield maze, okay, you know those big grass things that's really high up, almost like, you know, I don't want to say Stephen King's thing, but you know what I'm talking about. And you had to find your way out. Well, see, that's what Barb did. You know, the normal person, you may be in that cornfield for many years. Okay, a lot of you guys spinning your wheels. But you know what? She's taken all her years of knowledge. Yeah. And that's what you have to understand. All her years of knowledge, and she's giving it to you. And all you have to do is go through her product, and she's going to show you her methods, her strategies, to cut your learning from years to maybe about an hour to go through all this information, really, and just to learn it and to simulate it and make it yours. You know what? I'm telling you, that is a recipe of baking a cake. Christy, what makes a good Christy? If like, what's your favorite cake that you like to bake or pie?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll tell you what the favorite kind I like to eat. My great aunt used to make this 10-layer caramel cake from scratch. okay? And she passed the recipe down, okay? And it's you're right. And unless you do it exactly according to her recipe, it's going to flop. And that's how it is online, okay? Barbara's giving you a recipe of what works for her. And, you know, a lot of people don't share, James. They don't share the really details of what they really do. Barb does. I mean, she does. And I want to tell you, too, I remember when I first started online, and you did, too, I spent thousands of dollars, literally, on my internet education. You have to invest in your education. And you know, it's not cheap. I mean, a college education is not cheap. And so internet marketing is so important. If you could do this full time instead of buying a franchise, I mean, it's not much to put out a couple $100s. And you and I put out thousands of dollars to go to conferences. So when you see a course that's so full of information and resources for peanuts, that's when I think invest in yourself.
You know, Christy is so right. I'm just gonna leave with this because I have a tendency to talk a lot, but you know what? This is how much I believe in our product. Guys, understand this is a way more than a six-figure business. Okay, you make around $250, you're already about six figures and every day. Let's tell you, do the math. That's true. And I'm gonna tell, and Christy is gonna tell you this. And I know that you guys aren't at our level yet, but for us to make $250 a day, that's like, I mean, Christy, if I'm talking out of line, please just correct me. But that's like a normal day. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a normal day.
It's different every day for me. It's different every day. It's different every day, but there are a lot of days we do hit that and more.
That and more, and I just want to be straight up with you guys. I mean, for me to, I mean, even have $1,000 day is not out of the normal. Okay, guys, but $250, $100, $50, even $20. You make $20 a day, you're making $600 a month. Okay, so you know what? That is so huge for everyone, right, Christy?
You know what? It really is. I mean, think about it. You make $100 a day. Most people can live on that. And here's the beauty of it. I was talking to somebody yesterday, James. You know, a regular job, you work 9 to 5. If you don't work the weekends, you don't really make a salary. Most people get paid by the hour. So you really can't work but more than 20 days out of 30 days in each month. And most of the time, you just can't make your bills with that because you can't work more. I mean, you got a 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday, and so Saturday and Sunday you're making zero. And when we're at the beach, you were at the beach, you know, last week, and I went to the mountains this weekend. I was making money while I was playing putt-putt. Okay, that's why we do this.
It's true. Why we do this. What Christy is trying to say is that you're making money while you're sleeping. How great is that? Okay, that's how you become rich. That's when you make money while you're sleeping, while you're eating at Longhorn Steakhouse or whatever, or you're eating with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband. You know what? It's the greatest business in the world, and I'm telling you that. It's the easiest business in the world, but you know what? I understand that it's not easy yet for you, but that's why I've purchased almost every course from every reputable marketer out there, internet marketer, especially Barb Ling. Okay? That's how I got my education, and you know what? It don't cost a lot. You're spending maybe 10 or 15 or 18 or 17 or 16 or $14. That's nothing. Okay? Try actually purchasing a Subway, which cost you $200,000. Or a McDonald's, which is over $1 million. Let me tell you something. Imagine you work at McDonald's, you own a McDonald's. Okay, I have a friend that owns a McDonald's up the road. You know what he does? He's on call every time because when somebody doesn't come in, he has to go in. Okay? Right. You understand that? It's not. Yeah. I mean, the employees will say it's not their job; it's your job when they don't come in. Right. You don't have payroll tax. You don't have insurance. You don't have rent. You don't have all these what's flood insurance, wind insurance, you know, hurricane insurance. I mean, I'm telling you, all I got to say is click the button on the bottom. Grab this now. Check it out. See what you think or anything. I'm telling you, it's a very cool product. It teaches a Facebook authority and actually teaches how to brand yourself. And hopefully, maybe a couple months or maybe a couple years or whoever knows, you may be the Barb Ling in the future. All right. I'll see you guys later, and it's been a pleasure as always. Yeah. I'm very proud to bring this product to you guys. I think you guys should actually put this in your library. See you later. Bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.